welcome back to Visiting Malls. And today we're going to be visiting University Mall in Tampa, Florida. A mall with almost no hope reviving itself like it was before. And things are going downhill at this mall, and a bunch of anchor stores changes and demolition at this mall. And I'm glad that this mall is not demolished because it was a pretty fun place to visit. I wouldn't really recommend going here, and but if you want to, you can go and see the nostalgia of this mall. But as we go in this parking lot, we will eventually go inside the mall, and you will see a bunch of stuff. Well, mostly just closed storefronts and other stuff. Don't want to spoil too much of this mall. Anyways, let's head right in and enjoy the show. Oh yeah, this mall was filmed on March of 2026. As we walk through this mall, you can tell what it looked like before. These big balls past the skylines were just about this mall only sources of light and life. So we'll walk around this mall so you can get a feel of the mall, and then we can begin our story. University Mall will officially open its doors on August 15, 1974, with Robinsons and Bass Brothers, which were the only two around that time. In October, JCPenney joined the mall, and Sears came on in 1975. Bernard's was added in 1983 between Sears and Robinsons. In its early years, the mall had its mascot called Hootie, an orange-watered owl wearing a graduate cap who was often used in promotions and advertisements. And it seems like they had a lot of fun. Robinsons became Racing Blanche in 1987, then changed to Dillard's in 1991. The mall did well that even added its own movie theater. Dillard's was gutted and rebuilt as new inline stores. An upper food court and a 16-screen Regal Cinema would join the food court in August of 1996. The two Florida-based anchors, Bernard's and Bass Brothers, would merge under the Bernard's nameplate by their parent company. Bernard's closed its original store in 1991 and its operation into Mass Brothers store space. Mass Brothers store was officially rebranded as Berndine's in 1991, then became Macy's in 2005. The original Bernstein Space hosts the Montgomery Award between 1992 and 2001, when the company was said to be fully out of business. Burlington Coat Factory opened in 2001, and which those stores were not typically at malls at the time. Unfortunately, JCPenney ended its run in 2005 after just opening in 1975. So it lasted about 30 years. And JCPenney relocated to the outlet mall across the wells at shops are Stephen Barry's would take over the first floor of the JCPenney space in 2006. And in 2008, dealers opened their store at Shopsville Wiregrass. This downfall would make one of the dealers' anchors close and the other one to be a clearance center. And as you can tell by dealers' clearance centers, their second floor is always shuttered. But the 2000s really led its downfall. In 2009, both Stephen Barry's and Starbucks closed their locations. The cinemas were also closed in 2010 and was later purchased by Frank Dieters, who downgraded the theater to 12 screens. Macy's, the longtime anchor, closed in 2017. Dillard's Clearance Center dumped the older location and moved to the Macy's location just 2 months after that. The second floor still remains closed though. This would be the third building at the mall to be occupied by dealers in its history. A Puerto Rican department store named Grant's opened in the former dealer's older location. A Puerto Rican department store named Grant's opened in the former dealer's older location. The first floor, which will occupy the first floor, and the second floor still remain vacant. However, as we move on, that won't last Sears, surprise, surprise, as we know, announced their closures in 2018, on August of 2018 to be exact. The store over there would close in November of 2018 as a part of their bankruptcy. In March of that year, the mall bought the Sears store from the company, which will remain during the mall's name change from University Mall to Uptown, as the mall gets a new makeover while three new anchor stores are moved into the former JCPenney / Steve& Mary's building. In January 2020 or 2019, the Sears store would be demolished to make way for some apartments and housing. Around that time, in February of 2019, the JCPenney building was completely demolished. Dillard's would end as one. Dillard's Clearance Center would end as one in 2022, when the building was demolished to make way for a farmers market in Burlington, which dumped their old location. Grants would leave in 2022, and the family discount furniture will close in 2025. Brings us what we are here today, a mall that has barely any stores left and had a total of around 65 stores. Now it's just barely any stores left, which are so I really don't know what's gonna happen to this mall. Will it stay, or will it end up like the others, like Foyland, East Lake, and Tampa Basin, which 2 out of the 3 are completely redeveloped, and one out of the 3 is completely demolished. So, what are your guys' thoughts about this mall? Is it good or is it bad? Well, my thoughts are, well, it's decent. This is probably one of the most deadest malls I've ever been to in the last time I'm ever visiting this mall. So yeah. Anyways, cheers.